Mud's Misfit, and this is day 17 on the free-to-play series for Raid Shadow Legends. Day 17, we got 4 pieces of speed gear, and there was nothing too exciting in that. Currently, we've got the Christmas fusion going, and we're not really participating in it, but other people are, so I wish them the best of luck. It looks like a really good champion. We're just kind of plugging away. I think we are going to try to get this Visionary. She looks like she might be okay for a nice little support starting up. She's not too bad. She ain't great, but except for I don't even know where she's at. But anyway, so I think we're gonna go ahead and try to get a Visionary. She's Dark Elves. Spirit Affinity. She's a support champ, but she's gonna be a little bit of a kind of a speed booster. But her A1's gonna attack one enemy, has a 30% chance to decrease on target's turn meter by 15%. This chant increases to 100% if target is under crit damage, which she will throw up. Like I said, she's gonna kind of help buff, get my damage up at lower levels till I get some better gear. And then she'll decrease the crit rate, crit damage of the enemies, which, you know, how much that's actually needed in the dungeons, I don't know. Like I said, the bosses and stuff only got a 15% crit rate anyway, so I guess with this they won't have any chance of hitting me with a crit rate. But she does got a speed aura of 24% in dungeons, so that's going to be kind of nice. So I think she'll help out a little bit in dungeons. We'll want to give her a try. We're still just farming campaign, just building up food. We're like I said, slowly leveling stuff up. We've actually managed to get a couple of the rares just from Mystery Shard, not even trying to get them, but we do got all 3, and Miscored we'll get from the champion training. We're like 800 points away from getting Miscored, and then we'll be able to go ahead and infuse Visionary, so that'll be kind of good. Other than that, like I said, we've just kind of been plugging away, doing our dailies and doing as many as advanced quests as we can. But yeah, we're almost to her, so we're getting close. We're at 2887, yeah, so we're like just a little over 800 away, so that shouldn't be too hard. We got a day and a half left on that, so we'll get her. Then we got clan vs clan going, so other than that, this weekend is a 2x on ancient shards. So on the ancients, it'll go to 1% up for a legendary versus 0.5, and then epic will go up to 16%. So that's the time to pull. And then this weekend, starting Friday, we're going to have a 10x on Bad L. He's a great support champion. He's not quite as well used as he used to be, but I'd love to have him on this free-to-play account. He'd be great. Um, but on and like I said, he's not. There's a lot of things he can do that others can't do, but they're starting to get more and more champions that are kind of up to his level. He used to be, one of the best and was sought after. I won't say the best, but he was definitely a champion that everybody wanted. But on his A1, he attacks all enemies, heals his champion, and all allies by 20% of the damage inflicted. So an AoE on the A1 is always nice. And he's healing the whole team every time he attacks. So you got 20% heal with the books, and then the rest is damage, but it takes 5 books on the A1. His A2, Malice, removes all debuffs from the allies, places 2 15% continuous heals on all allies for 2 turns, and then places 2 5% poisons, which is large, debuffs on all enemies for 2 turns. So he's great for Dragon, and it only takes 2 books to get that down from the 5 to the 3 turn cooldown. So that's really kind of nice. And then one of his best things is his passive. All allies inflict 20% more damage against targets under poison debuffs. So this is great for increasing your team's damage potential too. So I mean, he's got a great little kit. His passive his aura is crit rate in all battles by 25%. So that does come in handy when you're for progression, when you're first starting out. If you're having trouble getting your team built up to 100% crit, his aura can come in handy for that. So like I said, he's a nice little champion, and you notice he don't take a whole lot of books, 2 and then 5, so that's 7 books. So that's pretty easy compared to a lot of these legendaries nowadays are taking 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 books. So the 7's definitely kind of nice. And you notice his base stats are pretty good. Not great, but he is a support champion. 20,000 hit points, 1,000 attack, 1,100 defense, 102 speed. So he's a pretty good champion. And there's going to be a 10x for him Friday to Saturday during the 2x event off of Ancients. So you might get lucky, and while you're pulling some Ancient Shards, go ahead and get them. Next we got, on Saturday, we got a 10x for Wither the Crowned. She's another support champion, Demon Spawn. Force Affinity. She's going to be a great support champion. She attacks all enemies on her A1. Has a 50% chance of placing Leech debuff for 1 turn. Also places a 15% continuous heal buff on a random ally for 2 turns. So it's got Leech and continuous heal. That takes 4 books, but her A2, 5 turn, books down to 3, places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Also increases the duration of all continuous heal buffs on all allies by 1 turn. Then instantly activates any continuous heal buffs on all allies. So, I mean, that's going to be great for heals. I mean, she's going to be a great healer. So, I mean, if you're need more of a healer, straight healer, then Bad L's a little bit more of a healer / damage dealer, but she's going to be outstanding for healing, I have a feeling. She's a newer champion. I haven't got to play her, but on her A3, it's a 5 turn that books down to 3. Removes all debuffs from all allies and heals all allies by 30% of this champion's max HP. So that's another really nice heal. So you can't go wrong with that. Then she's got a passive, places a 15% continuous heal buff on all allies with the lowest hit points, or pardon me, places a 15% continuous heal buff on the ally with the lowest hit point for one turn at the start of each turn. So, yeah, she's going to be an outstanding healer, I have a feeling. Her aura is, increases ally resist in all battles by 50%. So, yeah, if you're in the need of a healer, she's probably the better choice for you for bad out. It's all on what you want. She's got pretty good stats to start off with on her base, too. 2,400 hit points, 793 attack, 1178 defense, it's fast at 108 speed. I don't see how you can go wrong with her. Either one of them would be nice. I think I'd be happy with either one. Like I said, she's only got to take 8 books, so that's really nice. It's kind of nice to see a new champion that doesn't require 100 books. But you definitely can't go wrong with either one of those if you're pulling shards. You might have already used them all up. But a lot of people would be pulling shards for the event this weekend because we do have for news. Starting, where is it at? Champion Chase. We got the Champion Chase tournament for Castigator starting the 24th through the 27th. And you should also have one for Ordinator. He's going to be in there too on the 24th to the 27th. So there will be 2 of the rares. So depending on how you're doing it, you might be pulling shards anyway, so you might get lucky. But I think we're going to call it. If you like what you're seeing, please hit the like and subscribe button. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Be strong.